Hey guys, Josiah here with Aesthetyx Fitness. In today's video, I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't listen to Hollywood fitness advice. Alright, before I get started with today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and click the little bell icon. That way every time I come out with a new video, you guys are getting notified so you don't miss out on any great new content. Also, if you feel like it really helps me out if you hit that like button down below as well. Now with that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, so if you've ever watched a YouTube interview with any celebrity after any movie they were in, where they had to change their physique or they had to bulk up or lean down for a role, you've no doubt heard the interviewer ask them, so how did you get in such great shape for this role? And without fail, they will always say the same thing.
I mean, you have to eat like these just bland, naked pieces of chicken and rice and
chicken, fish, maybe steak, always protein 6 times a day. Protein, steamed vegetables, and occasionally some brown rice or something like that.
10 meals a day plus the weight gainer, chicken, loads of chicken, pounds and pounds. I would eat at least 2 rotisserie chickens a day myself.
2 chicken breasts, steamed broccoli.
Brown rice, grilled chicken, broccoli, 1.5 gallons of water a day, and working out 2 to 3 times a day, 6 days a week.
A lot of chicken.
Yeah.
Just chicken.
How do you know?
Buckets of protein and you know, brown rice, vegetables, boring kind of stuff.
They're bringing their plates of chicken and broccoli to you every 3 hours, just so that you can keep the weight on.
Have 6 to 8 small meals a day.
Tub of tuna with vegetables, and then chicken breasts with lettuce.
Alright, so according to movie stars, celebrities, and superheroes, all you need to do to get in shape is completely ruin your life by eating nothing but grilled chicken with no seasoning for some odd reason, brown rice, and steamed broccoli. Now, if you know anything about diet nutrition, you should already realize that this is a really bad idea. One, it's incredibly restrictive and incredibly difficult to stick to if you're eating a very, very limited supply of food. Number 2, it's not only micronutrient deficient in that you're not going to get all the vitamins and minerals you need from the variety of food sources you'd normally be consuming, it's also incredibly macronutrient deficient. There's no fat in that diet. We'd be consuming like 2 to 3 grams of fat per day on that diet, which is not enough for health. You're going to see adverse health effects, and it's not enough for performance and helping you to feel full and feel satiated after every meal that you eat. So it's an ineffective diet from an actual health and muscle building perspective. It's also an ineffective diet from the perspective of being able to maintain it long term. And I'm not just pulling this out of thin air either. There are studies that back this up. Studies, by the way, which were around before any of these clips that I'm showing you. So this is something that anyone with any sort of dietitian knowledge should have known before putting anyone on these plans. For instance, a 2002 study by Stewart et al. Split a group of non-obese women into 2 categories. One who is going to eat a strict diet, the other who is going to eat a flexible diet, basically an if it fits your macros diet versus a very stringent clean eating diet. The group that ate the flexible diet had much better health outcomes, they weren't binging as much, and they had a better emotional response with less likelihood of developing an eating disorder during the study. And even before that, a 1999 study by Smith et al. Showed that those who followed a flexible diet as opposed to a rigid diet were less likely to overeat throughout the course of their diet than those who were trying to follow a strict diet. So we've known for a long time that the chicken, rice, and broccoli approach is not the way to go. It's not healthy, it's not a good idea, and it's not easy to stick to or the most effective. And yet you are still seeing people in the 2010s claiming that that's how they suddenly packed on 40 pounds of muscle in the course of a year, which, by the way, is biologically impossible without the use of steroids. And when it comes to training advice, Hollywood is no better. Let's take another look at that Michael B. Jordan clip again.
And working out 2 to 3 times a day, 6 days a week.
Yeah, that's an extremely excessive amount of working out. There is absolutely no way that your body can physically recover from that amount of training. Even if you were on anabolic steroids, that amount of training is going to lead to injury, going to lead to overtraining, and not going to allow you to build as much muscle as you could with a more modest training volume. How about Jake Gyllenhaal training for Southpaw?
I ended up training twice a day because I had 5 months and I thought, how do I expand 5 months into longer? If you train twice a day, then it's 10 months, you know.
Yeah, that's not how time works. You can't trick your body into suddenly repairing its muscles faster by just working out multiple times a day and convincing your body that 5 months is actually 10 months. That's not how that works. That's, again, just going to potentially lead to overtraining. How about the cast of Blade Trinity?
Every day, 4 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Once again, overtraining, severe overtraining. You cannot train heavy 7 days a week. You cannot train for 3 to 4 hours 7 days a week. You need time for your muscles and your tendons to physically recover. You need time for your central nervous system to recover so that you don't burn out. Overtraining is a real thing, and it will happen if you attempt to try any of these training schedules.
For Ryan's, it's something like 3.8% body fat. Jessica's at like 8% or 6%, something insane.
This is like the time that the Daily Mail claimed that Daniel Craig was doing 12-hour-a-day workouts for his role in the upcoming James Bond movie. It's just ludicrous. The man is 51 years old. There's no physical way that he is training, working out hard for 12 hours a day. Olympic athletes don't train that long each day. It's not physically possible. So if this diet advice is bad and ineffective and most average trainers know better, and if these training protocols are unrealistic, exaggerated, and straight out wrong, why are the top fitness trainers in one of the most highly paid industries in the world advocating for these things and claiming that's what they're doing? To be frank, I don't know. If I had to guess, and this is purely my opinion, it could be A, because it sounds impressive. They want it to sound like whatever they are doing is incredibly difficult, is this incredible slog. They want to make it seem like they're working a lot harder than they are and that these goals are not attainable for most people. And they want to make it seem like it's something that just cannot be done by the average person, only an elite select few. I would imagine this is especially true of people who are turning into superheroes for movie roles, in that they want to make their physique seem more super, seem more impressive, seem unnaturally achievable, by making it sound like their training and diet regimen is just insane. On the other hand, maybe if a celebrity is using anabolic steroids, which are not legal in the United States, they want to make it seem like it's all just done with an excessive amount of hard work and an excessively stringent diet, because they know that no regular person is going to be able to mirror that input, and so the average, ordinary, uneducated person may think that, well, if I only did put in that much effort, then I could get those results, and it's not anything fishy going on behind the scenes. Or maybe these celebrities are just so sick and fed up of answering the same question over and over that they resort to the easy answer, chicken, rice, broccoli, workout 4 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's really hard work. In the end, I don't know. All I know is that the information they are giving in these interviews and in these articles is incorrect and misleading at best, and flat out lies at the worst. So don't listen to it. And if you want to see my earlier video on the secrets behind Hollywood fitness transformations, you can check that out right here. It's also very informative, and it goes a lot more in detail into some specific transformations you may have been wondering about. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button down below and leave a comment letting me know what your thoughts are on today's video. And of course, subscribe to my channel because I have new videos coming out all the time that I don't want you guys to miss, so that I can help you train smarter and look better.